folks, it's Cheryl from Cheryl's Crafting Corner, and yesterday was National Scrapbook, was World's Card Making Day, and I was out with my sister, and so today I thought today will be my card making day. So I want to show you how I put together this card, and I'm actually making two different versions. Sometimes it's great to use the same layout but change it up a little bit, and you'll have two different cards using the same layout but different sentiments. The sentiments I'm using is from Stampin' Up! Teeny Tiny Wishes, and the printed paper is a leftover scrap piece I had from a mini album I made the other day. This is from Colorbook, the Rosewood collection. The background cardstock is from Stampin' Up! And the different embossing folders I used on this one is Cuttlebug, and the one I will be showing you today on how to make a card is actually from Stampin' Up! So this card here, I actually saw this layout on a blog early this morning, and I thought it was fabulous, so I probably will keep it in my mind as I make different cards, because once I gathered all my items, it's rather simple to put together. So you start off with a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and then I trimmed it in half and then scored it down the middle to make the traditional A2 size. I then used my embossing folder from Stampin' Up! Sizzix actually makes these for Stampin' Up! Sizzix is a wonderful brand, as well as Cuttlebug. So this one here, since this previous one I made is a Thinking of You card, this one's going to be a Mother's Day card. So let me continue with the layout, and I'll post all the measurements below. So once I emboss the bottom cardstock piece, I will continue to layer the pieces, and I had to actually start backwards. So this is the Doily die, which I absolutely love, from Stampin' Up! However, it's a pain in the neck to get all the little pieces out. So I was glad to cut this into fours, because that means I only have to cut the die once, and I can then chop it into 4 equal pieces to layer onto cards. So once I did this, I had to start backwards to know which size I was going to use for my mats. So what I will be doing is gluing this onto this square here, and the rosewood pattern paper is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. The outside cardstock is 3 inch by 3 inch, which I use my tape runner on. So the next thing I'm going to do now is adhere this very intricate doily to this. So I use various glues that have a nice fine tip, and this morning I happen to be using this Elmer's no wrinkle glue, and it worked rather well. Very sticky. So let me just continue with this. And okay. So I will add that to the corner to match the layout of the card of the previous one. And I'm not sure if I got enough adhesive on that, because I'm doing this on camera. So if I don't, I will go back and add more. And then to layer the matting, I use some foam tape. And I didn't put any at the bottom because I have this raised section here. And I will place that about 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. Okay, so you can see I need to add more glue. However, that's fine for now. So here is my sentiment. I had a scrap piece of cardstock in my cutaway bin, and I trimmed this to 1/2 inch by 4.5 inches, made a little flag cutout, inked the edge of the flag with Studio G pigment ink, and I just kind of ran my finger on around like this just to try to make it like a little curve, and then I will adhere that to here. This one here I left straight, but I kind of want to make them a little different. So I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive where the flat part, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on a frame, where the flat part will meet the card. And you can use glue dots if you wish. I just sometimes like a liquid adhesive. So I will add that right about here. Okay. And now to end this, I absolutely love this Sizzix die that they made for Stampin' Up. It has the 5 embossed butterflies and it actually cuts them. So I went ahead and cut this butterfly and I inked the edges again with my Studio G pigment ink and added a flat back pearl also from Stampin' Up to the back. And again, you can use any, liquid glue or your glue dot. You need a really small glue dot for these. And then this one here, I will add right there. So I'm going to let that dry, folks. I'm not going to pick that up right now. I'm going to let that dry. So that's my completed card, 2 different ways. So I have this embossing folder just at the bottom as an accent, and then this one here, I use the swirl embossing folder from Stampin' Up. Same measurements for the mat, 3 inches and then 2 7/8. And then the sentiment piece is 4.5 inches by 1/2 inch. Ink the edges, and then just embellish with a little butterfly where you like. This one says "Thinking of You," and this is Happy Mother's Day. These I will be providing to my sister's friend who asked for some cards to be made. So anyways, please stop by Cheryl's Crafting Corner and hopefully you'll try out this really easy layout. Use up your scraps, folks. That's what I kind of did here. I had scraps of the Stampin' Up background solid paper, the rosewood paper, and this strip of paper here I was able to cut in half. Alright, well please stop by Cheryl's Crafting Corner and have a great day.